ready? Y'all get ready?
Yes, you get ready.
Shout out to all my tea sippers out there. We are gathered here today to sip some tea, honey. So make sure you guys have your teacups ready because you already know this tea is what? Piping hot. Hey, you guys. I hope you guys are doing good today. So anyhow, I am on here. People have been asking me, honey. I'm talking about begging me to do a whole breakdown of this whole Doja Cat situation. And initially, I didn't want to because it's just so much bullshit to unpack. Like literally, I want to go ahead and shout out Eva. I want to go ahead and shout out Z and a few other people who have been helping me just gather receipts, put all this together. This has literally been like a 24-hour process. I mean, at this point in time, honey, your girl needs to work for the damn ID channel. I need to be a cold case detective because I know how to get notes, gather them, you know what I'm saying, put them in chronological order and try and figure out what the hell damn happened, okay? I'm a cold ass piece. Any damn ways, this entire situation concerning Mrs. Doja Cat is definitely messy, okay? It's a lot to unpackage, like I said, but everything starts with Lana Del Rey. That's how everything first came to be because Lana Del Rey had posted a letter on social media where she was very upset because she feels like she's constantly being picked apart and, you know, talked down to about her music, being accused of supporting abuse and things like that. And she's basically saying like, you know, why does she get called out all the time? But then you also have women like Beyonce, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, Doja Cat, Ariana Grande, who sing about, you know, sexual stuff and, you know, who strip and who dance, you know, scantily clad, but they don't get the same criticism that she gets. So this caused a lot of controversy. People were even accusing her of racism, which I thought to me was utter bullshit. So I'm going to go ahead and play you guys this, you know, news snippet. Y'all go ahead and check this out and I'm going to come back with the rest of my commentary.
On May 21st, Lana made a lengthy post for Instagram saying, quote, now that Doja Cat, Ariana, Camila, Cardi, Kalani, and Nicki Minaj and Beyonce have had #1 songs about being sexy, wearing no clothing, cheating, etc., can I please go back to singing about being embodied, feeling beautiful by being in love even if the relationship is not perfect, or whatever I want without being crucified? She goes on to say that recently it has become acceptable for these artists to sing about serious topics, and she states that she, quote, paved the way for other women to say whatever they want in their music. She talks about the backlash she's faced for glamorizing abuse in her songs and expresses frustration that she has been critiqued for this, but the other female artists she's mentioned are free to sing without criticism. Lana also states that she is not a feminist because, quote, there has to be a place in feminism for women to look and act like me. And she ends this long and complicated post by announcing she has 2 poetry books and a new album coming out later this year.
Alright, so you guys just watched that. So like I stated, I wasn't really offended by anything she said. That's why I didn't post it on my Instagram page. I just really did not care. You know, a lot of people are saying, oh, you know, she's a white woman, she's bashing black artists. Last time I checked, half these people that she mentioned are not even full black. Doja Cat is biracial. Y'all love to say that Cardi B's not black. I consider her a Latina. I've always said that. You know, Nicki Minaj and you know, Beyonce could possibly go in the black box. But Ariana Grande's white. Kalani is racially ambiguous. I don't feel like she did this, you know, to throw black women under the bus. I believe that she did this because she's talking about women in the industry and how they're unfairly criticized constantly, no matter what you do. If you sing, you know, perfect little bubblegum songs like Ariana Grande, you're criticized. If you sing like Taylor Swift and, you know, all her stuff is, you know, perfect and bubblegummy, even though she didn't mention Taylor Swift gets more criticism than probably any of these women, okay? It's like she's basically saying that you can't win for lose when you're a woman because you're always judged. So I understood what she was saying. Could she have worded it better? Yes, she could have. Could she have done it without trying to, you know, promote her book and, you know, controversy and stuff like that? Yes, she could have. A lot of people are saying that she shouldn't have mentioned these people's names. She could have said what she wanted to say without mentioning them. But then in the same breath, y'all are the same ones who will say, folks need to keep it real. Folks need to stop subtweeting. Folks need to just say what's on their mind and heart. And then when somebody does that and uses these women as examples, not blasting and bashing them, now it's an issue. So again, this is why I don't take social media and their fake outrage seriously. That's why when I saw the story trending and people calling her a racist, I simply yawned and kept it moving, okay? I don't think there was anything racist in what she posted, but I do feel like, she might be a bit jaded. She might be feeling some type of way because she is very underrated, and a lot of people don't really, they don't really fool with her too much. And the fact that she's a practicing witch and she dabbles in witchcraft, black magic, and she casts spells on our president, yeah, that might have been what, turned a lot of people out from Lana Del Rey, okay? I mean, come on now. She has to take some of that personal responsibility as to why some people kind of back the fuck up off of her. But okay, so what went down is that basically people are now insinuating that, did Lana Del Rey, do some hocus pocus and basically make, social media take the heat out for her and place all the energy, okay, all that dark energy onto Doja Cat. So this entire situation is a hot damn mess. So basically what happened is that after that post went viral, everybody else who had shit to do in their life ignored Lana Del Rey. Beyonce paid her no mind. Cardi B paid her no mind. Ariana Grande, nobody, no other celebrity responded. But here comes Doja Cat. And this is what she decided to respond with. Check this out. So she wrote underneath the Lana Del Rey post that was going viral, she wrote, "Gang sunk that dunker." Now, I wasn't sure what the hell that mess meant when she wrote it, but from what I researched, this is what people are saying that it meant. So one Twitter user claims gang means friend, and in this place she's referring to Lana. So Lana sunk, as in she landed, and dunker means the point of trying to get across. Imagine dunker meaning truth bomb. So Lana's points were made. So Doja Cat did not clarify her comment, but then she went on to basically change her Twitter handle to gang once she started getting backlash. So the main issue that a lot of people figured out is that she has, included herself, and she's been a part of this tiny chat group with incels. They're a bunch of racist white guys who don't have sex, and she goes on there and she allows them to release their sexual fetishes and desires on her. And one of the words that they use for black people in that group is gang sunk dunker. So basically it's a low-key covert racist word. Here goes the video of that right now.
Oh, I just lost a cigarette.
Dude, ADD just DM'd me. Learned anything new today? And I said, yeah, I learned if you sunk a dunker, you can be anybody.
Hey, ADD, why didn't you want to know what I learned today, man? Why you have to focus in on the beautiful lady? With another comment.
I learned that we could have been anybody.
Hey, ADD, you look Arabic. Are you? Oh, boy.
I learned that we could have been an F-buddy? What?
ADD, has anybody ever told you that you look Arabic?
Handle, you shut the fuck.
So then once people started putting two and two together, her whole past came flooding onto Twitter. And this is not even like an old past from 2013, 2014. I could even see that. But the problem is Doja Cat has been engaged in this type of behavior as recently as just 2 weeks ago. So she has not changed her spots. These are not old tweets. These are not old videos. People found matching outfits of her when she went live with the public and then had on the same outfits when she went into her racist tiny chat group. So this is really disturbing stuff. And then on top of that, her lyrics have been coming to question. Black folks go so hard for her, but this is some of the lyrics to her song. On top of that, she also dropped a racist song around the time that Sandra Bland was killed called Didn't Do Nothing. And if you guys don't know, that is a racist term that I see some racist white people use all the time on social media, especially when it pertains to a black person being killed unjustifiably by the police. Then they kind of mock the families by talking in Ebonics or broken English, saying, oh, but he didn't even do nothing. We didn't do nothing. And they call them the do-nothings, and they use Michael Brown's situation as a moniker for that, Trayvon Martin and many others. And then come to find out, on top of her shady lyrics, she also has a song called Didn't Do Nothing. So this is really disturbing. I want you guys to go ahead and listen to a snippet of the song right here.
How much money could have been do make if it didn't do did all the things that you wish to? How much nothing could have been do if it didn't do nothing?
All right, so you guys just heard that snippet. So it got so bad that yesterday Didn't Do Nothing started trending on social media. Now, another thing that you guys don't know that I also found very disturbing is that in one of the conversations that I saw on Twitter, people were saying that she had dated some guy who was a pedophile. I'm going to go ahead and read that to you guys. Check this out. So somebody says, y'all are not going to see me listening to Doja anymore because what the F did I just read? And then somebody else replies and they say, yes, she dated Johnny Utah too, who is a known predator who hangs out with other predators in Philly. He was involved in at least one sexual assault case with a minor. I'm trying to find the Twitter thread that exposed him now. And then somebody else replies and they're like, excuse me, what? All right, so you guys just heard me read that. But then what's even more disturbing, okay, not only did she date some, predator named Johnny Utah, she's also working with Dr. Luke. So if you guys don't know, Luke was accused of R-ing, okay, the R word, because we can't say it on YouTube, of R-ing Kesha. And Kesha talked about this, and she was also in a horrible contract. She went through so much. But now it's coming out that Dr. Luke played a part in her song Say So. So y'all go ahead and check this out. So another artist named Skylar Spence started basically going in on social media. And she says, I love that Doja Cat Say So is trending. And then she says, my friends and supporters may be able to get over this and that's fine, but this shit still fucks me to the core. And then somebody replied back to her and they're like, well, what happened? And she says, Dr. Luke ripped off my biggest song for Doja Cat's biggest song and did it to the exact point where it would be holed up in court. So here goes another article where Skylar Spence, aka Saint Pepsi, accused Doja Cat and Dr. Luke of copying his song Fiona Keone would Say So. And you can hear the song right here. It's very similar to Say So. So then on top of that, after that went viral, this was about a week or so ago, there were articles coming up about Dr. Luke. And so somebody says, Dr. Luke is back with Doja Cat's smash Say So. But did he ever really go away? And then you can see the Kesha article here where it says setback for Kesha in legal battle over our claims against Dr. Luke. A judge's ruling makes it easier for a producer, Dr. Luke, to prove that the singer defamed him. Also said Kesha wrongly claimed that Dr. Luke had R'd Katy Perry. So that was one disturbing trend that we were able to connect, especially off of that tweet that was posted yesterday. And, it seems like she has a soft spot for, predators and people with shady reputations, okay? As long as they're, white males. So now, what really kind of did it for me with Doja Cat? And like I said, I've never talked about it before. I've never made a video. And I remember a few months ago, I was going to do a video on it, but then I thought, you know what, let me not do a video. I feel like at times when I talk about certain people, especially if they're mixed, biracial, with any ethnicity or light skin, then it's like, oh, you're just bitter, you're just jealous, you're just angry. That is not the case, and I just hate that that's the narrative that people try to spin. I hold anybody who does something stupid accountable. I hold dark-skinned women accountable. Do you know how many dark-skinned women go in on me because I hold other dark-skinned women accountable? I'm sorry, that's just me. I don't care your skin tone. I don't care your ethnicity. If you're on some fuck shit, I'm going to call you out. So I don't understand that when I do the same to somebody who's mixed or racially ambiguous, all of a sudden it's this whole, you're bitter mantra. So at that point, I was like, you know what? I don't feel like dealing with the trolls and, you're just mad at Doja and, it's always something. Just like when I held Meg Thee Stallion, accountable for her fuck shit, all of a sudden I'm hating on her and, so I just didn't want to make it look like, okay, once again, I'm coming at another artist, even though they're doing some, goofy stuff. So if you guys don't know, one day she was live and somebody had sent me some screen recordings of her and I watched this months ago where basically she was really upset about her natural hair texture. Now let me keep it right. I didn't know a lot about Doja Cat's background. I had just assumed she was just a light-skinned woman. Then I found out later on she was mixed. So usually, when people are mixed, you kind of have it in your head that phenotypically they look a certain way. Like those people that they keep, pushing on TikTok. Racially ambiguous, light-colored eyes, really, really loose curl pattern. That's the typical phenotype for most biracial people. Well, that gets pushed in the mainstream, okay? But like anyone, people can come out looking any type of way. You might be biracial and have more black features, more kinkier hair, more broader nose. Just like you might be biracial and then come out looking white. Look at Rashida Jones. So biracial people can fall into any end of the spectrum. So in this live stream, you literally see her. She's very upset the fact that not only is she biracial, but she has 4C textured hair. And I'm not going to lie, I was surprised when I seen it. I wasn't expecting her to have the same, hair texture as, some black women. And she was just saying, why would God curse her like this? And it just hurts. And, she's dirty. She doesn't even like to, maintain her hair or wash it properly because she doesn't want to be bothered. Like, you can just see the disdain that she has for this particular feature. What's funny is that her white boyfriend ends up coming into the scene, and he's basically, propping her up and saying, baby, I love your natural hair. You look gorgeous. And, just basically trying to reassure her that her hair is just fine. But it's really sad that it takes a white man to reassure that to her, because of how bad she sees herself. So I want you guys to go ahead and watch this rare clip. Check this out, and I'm going to come back with the rest of my commentary.
No, it's not that. It's like knowing I'm gonna, when I could be playing The Sims or playing with my booty hole or something, I could be doing much more fun things than getting my hair braided. Why the fuck do I want to get my hair braided for 5 fucking years? 5 hours, I meant. That's a little bit. You looking like a llama, bitch. You look like a fucking llama, bitch. Don't play with me. Ding dong. Thank you. 4C could suck my ass, is what 4C could do. 4C could. Thought I heard my boyfriend. 4C could bend over and lick my ass. Good luck trying to finger comb it. Good luck trying to put a wide tooth through it the first couple of minutes. Jesus Christ. Why even God was like, let me give this bitch 4C hair just so that she could go bald. You know what I mean? My shit falls out. But I never actually look bald. But my shit falls out. Maybe because it's thick, it seems like a lot of hair is coming out. But when I take my, when I comb and take out my braids, brush, so much hair. Bitch, so much hair. And I make these little, sometimes it's fun because I'll make these little balls. I'll take my hair, right? And I'll be finger combing it in the shower, whatever. And a lot will come off. So I take it off my fingers, take it off, put it in my hand and roll it into a ball. And by the end of the 3-hour shower that I've taken, I have a little community of little perfect spherical hair balls. Isn't that yummy? Curly hair could suck my dick. Ha, ha, ha. I fucking hate this shit, bro. It's not fun. I'll leave my hair. There's probably a 1-inch layer thick of residue, buildup, oil, all on my scalp. I'm the nasty bitch. I'm a nasty bitch. I don't touch my fucking hair. Yes, you take the hair and while it's wet in the shower and you stick it on the wall. Bitch, I love it, but what the fuck is there to love about my fucking scalp feeling like it's on fire all the time after I take my fucking braids out? Fuck that. Fuck that. Ha. Fuck that. Ha ha. No. Bitch, that shit hurts. I was crying. What do I use in it? Oh! Yes. Nice time.
Oh my god. You look perfect.
Thank you.
I'm telling you, baby, your natural hair is like insane. You look absolutely beautiful. Oh, you're on live? Fuck you!
Now everybody know you softy.
You just look beautiful, man.
Thanks.
Your outfit, your hair. Yeah. Got caught.
All right, so you guys just saw that video. So when I saw it months ago, it disturbed me. Like I said, I wanted to talk about it, but I was like, you know what? She's popping right now. You know, let her do her. If the black folks who are in the comment section were sitting here gassing her up and saying, oh, I too hate my 4C hair. It is what it is, okay? And I can understand her frustration, you know, being a mixed woman and having that hair texture, because you got folks, let's keep it real, who are full black, and they have a disdain for that hair texture as well, unfortunately. You know, so I get it, but it also shows me that her issues with herself are a lot deeper. So researching her background, I later found out that she was biracial. She has a white Jewish mother, and people told me yesterday, I knew her father was black, I didn't know who her father was, but come to find out, he was a really famous guy. He was in the movie Serafina that took place in South Africa years ago, and she even had a strange encounter with Whoopi Goldberg where she met Whoopi and told Whoopi, like, that's crazy that you know my dad. I've never met my dad. So I want you guys to go ahead and watch this encounter really quick, and I'm gonna come back with the rest of my commentary.
How you doing?
Great. I'm just thinking about my dad because he was in Serafina, and yeah, so seeing you and meeting you is like the craziest
What's
thing.
your dad's name? What's your
Dumasani.
Get out of here.
Yeah, he's crocodile.
Oh shit.
Isn't that amazing?
Oh my god.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? And I didn't get to meet him, but you did. Man. Damn it. But that's so
A good
that's
man.
So cool.
Really a good man. Yeah.
He's so well, it's great to meet you.
I'm sorry, I'm staring at you. I'm like,
You're trying to see it? I have on 3 layers of.
So you guys just saw that clip of her and Whoopi, honey. So the whole situation is sad. You know, she has absolutely no ties to her African half. She was raised with a white mother who probably has a disdain for her daughter's features. You know, I've posted videos on my Instagram page about white women who make fun of their mixed kids because they assume that their mixed kids are going to look a certain way, and then when they don't, they're mad.
I got it this way.
They tend to forget that kids can look any type of way. It's just a roll of the dice with genetics. I believe that unfortunately, when the parent of color of a biracial child chooses not to be in that child's life, chooses not to reach out, chooses not to show that child their part of their culture, they're doing a detriment to that child. You know what I'm saying? They're creating little Doja Cats who have a lot of self-hatred for themselves in that particular ethnicity because they basically abandoned them. And Doja Cat's father is alive and well. He's reached out to her recently, and his whole thing is, why I try to reach out to her and her management team, they're not, allowing me to, reach out to my daughter. Why does it take for your daughter to become an international celebrity before you choose to do the right thing as a father? You should have been reaching out to that girl when she was a child, period. This is why this girl's screwed up now. So the whole situation is crazy. So now on top of that, we started with our research discovering how racist this girl is. She says a lot of disparaging things towards black men, which is no surprise because of her father and the abandonment issues that she feels. But she's also said a lot of racist things towards Arabs, towards Asian people, towards the LGBT community. She went in on Tyler, the Creator, a few years ago, and when those tweets surfaced, she basically, she said she's not going to apologize for everything she's ever said in the past, but she didn't mean to offend people, and all that mush mouth shit. So she walked those comments back, but I've never seen her walk back the comments on Asians, on Arabs, on black men, and things like that. So I want you guys to go ahead and check this out.
Oh, I just lost a cigarette.
Dude, ADD just DM'd me. Learned anything new today? And I said, yeah, I learned if you sunk a dunker, you can be anybody.
Hey, ADD, why didn't you want to know what I learned today, man? Why you have to focus in on the beautiful lady?
With another comment.
I learned that we could have been anybody.
Hey, ADD, you look Arabic. Are you?
Oh boy. I learned that we could have been an F buddy. What?
ADD, has anybody ever told you that you look Arabic?
Handle, you shut the fuck.
Is it?
I think that explains it. Speaking of desensitized gag reflexes, my loose lady of the night, Doja. So easy and loose. Let's go to the inn. And only two syllables.
Yes, Daddy.
Oh, yeah.
Her shirt reminds me of a baby duck.
Suck my dick, nigger.
Her shirt is like a baby duck.
Suck my dick, nigger.
Her shirt is like a baby duck.
Suck my dick, nigger.
Her shirt is.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, my lady Dallas. What is it for everybody?
I want to do the beer funnel thing with socks.
Beer bomb?
You gotta bring Mike because Mike's gotta take care of them.
So would you feed a tube into my ass with a funnel at the end and pour all types of liquor down there?
True. Look what I got you into out this.
Can you let him answer? Yes. No. He's like, well, yes. Yes. Indeed, I will move you with alcohol.
Yes.
He goes, huh. So, hold on, I go, and he goes, huh, and he goes, burr, and he fucking comes everywhere, dude.
Oh, I just lost a cigarette.
Dude, ADD just DM'd me. Learned anything new today? And I said, yeah, I learned if you sunk a dunker, you can be anybody.
Hey, ADD, why didn't you want to know what I learned today, man? Why you have to focus in on the beautiful lady?
With another comment.
I learned that we could have been anybody.
Hey, ADD, you look Arabic. Are you?
Oh boy. I learned that we could have been an F buddy. What?
ADD, has anybody ever told you that you look Arabic?
Handle, you shut the fuck.
Yes, pull your shirt up, you loose lady.
It's pulled up enough. Relax. I'm pulling it down for fashion.
Yes, my lady.
Fashion.
Chill out, dude.
Lady Pablo, are you okay? You look perplexed, my lady.
It's the paparazzi, my lady.
I think Pablo is just gonna grab a Red Bull, sit back, and enjoy the show.
Yeah, I think so too.
That's exactly what I'm doing. What show? I feel like I've been smiling for the past 3 hours.
Yes, you have to stop smirking like a goofy lady.
Enjoy my cock in your mouth.
Shout out, my lady.
Play some to you, Simple.
No.
Jason,
You sure you ain't pumping something?
could you just
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie.
I identify with the Ku Klux Klan because the way they believe is just so smart. White is right.
All right, so you guys just saw all those tweets. You guys saw the videos. You guys saw her, acting all freaky deaky and calling herself a nigger. And, there's been all types of little videos that have popped up about her, talking about she's the white man's whore. And it's really sad, that she basically allows herself to be fetishized and disrespected by these, incel, racist people in this little tiny chat group, okay? So I just think the whole Doja Cat situation is just really disturbing. I also find it very funny that the Shade Room didn't post any of this. Neighborhood Talk didn't post any of this. The only people who really talked about it on social media was, myself, Hollywood Unlocked, and Baller Alert. Most of the other black blogs, they didn't even run with this, which I find very interesting because, again, she's disrespecting a lot of black people. I've also heard a lot of things through the grapevine about Doja and how she feels about, black women, but I'm not even going to go there, okay? So the whole situation with her, like I said, she has a lot of issues, and I believe a lot of her issues stem from her father and her mother. Her mother, the way she speaks, the things that she jokes about, the things that she finds funny, the things that she gravitates towards, she basically embodies a white supremacist male. That's her mentality. She has the same mentality as a lot of these white supremacist males. That's the vibe I get from her. And when I first saw that video about her, where she was so upset about her hair texture, that told me a lot about how she really sees herself. She really doesn't value herself in those features, and she wants to try her best to erase those features, hence why she only dates white men. So that way, when she does have a child, hopefully in her eyes, the child will come out looking more white and they'll lose a lot of those black features that she herself detests so much.
I don't feel ashamed about this. Yes, I do.
Hey, Henry, do you want to have kids?
What?
If we have kids,
Henry, do you want to have do you want to have 102 kids?
Kids might have eggheads and they might be autistic, but they'll be really smart. And
it's all good.
They might have these.
So this entire situation is really disturbing and it's really sad, and everybody's talking about Doja Cat is over. We're canceling her. Y'all know how I feel about cancel culture. I feel like it's bullshit. People will be mad and will be up in arms for the next, 2-3 days. And then it'll be back to business as usual because we don't hold people accountable, And I would say this. I'm all for people making mistakes in the past, saying things, even tweeting some, messed up stuff, years ago before they blew up or before they thought they were really going to become famous. I can always give people a pass to that because we all make mistakes. We all do things that are unbecoming. But my issue with Doja Cat is this. A lot of her tweets, a lot of her racism that she just spews, these are not old. Like, these are not from like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago. A lot of this shit was just from like last year, a few months ago. She was keying it with the incel group as recently as 2 weeks ago. So my thing is she ever really going to change? Like, this behavior is not okay. You want to be an international pop star. You have so many young black girls and black women, who look up to this lady. And this is why I say that I don't consider biracial people black. I don't understand why that bothers so many of you guys. It is the truth. A lot of biracial people don't even consider themselves black. Doja Cat has says time and time again, she's not black. She's not a black woman. She is biracial. She is 100% correct with that. She has a white mother. How does that make her black? Just like Barack Obama, he's not black, he's biracial. But people love to claim these people and their greatness because they feel like somehow it's going to prop them up. And then as soon as they fail or they do something unbecoming, then you got a bunch of black women and young black girls on social media crying tattooed tears that they're so hurt that this black woman would do this and this black woman would say that. Well, first of all, she's not black. She wasn't raised around black people. She wasn't raised to have a sense of pride in her black half. So I don't understand how people are still trying to claim her as black. Like, it's like you can't make this shit up. But like I said, at the end of the day, I don't think that it's fair for somebody to have to denounce a whole part of themselves. And I've always said that, and I will always stand by that. I don't care if you're black and white. I don't care if you're black and Mexican, if you're black and Asian. You are biracial, and there's nothing wrong with claiming both halves. There's nothing wrong with saying I'm biracial. There's nothing wrong with saying I'm half Asian, I'm half black, and and that's what it is. I don't consider myself black. I don't consider myself Asian. I consider myself both. Why is that wrong? And I feel like because people try to force people into boxes that they don't want to be in, that's another thing where she has a bunch of self-hatred. Because she has those black features, she wasn't raised around black people. She does not see herself in the same way that the typical black woman sees herself when she looks in the mirror, when she has to deal with society. She does not want to be put in that box. And I said, don't put her in that box. Let her be her biracial, confused self. You know what I'm saying? She has a lot of self-hate issues, and the girl needs to get some type of counseling. You know, if anything, I feel bad for her. This video is not to drag her and, you know, talk down to her and act like she's beneath me. That's not why I'm making this video. I'm making this video to show that this girl needs help. There's something there. She needs to get around her culture. This is a time, if any, that her father and her father's family need to step up and come into her life. And teach her about South Africa, teach her about Shaka Zulu, teach her about the people who came before her and why she needs to respect that black blood that's flowing through her veins in the same way she uplifts and admires that Jewish blood that's flowing through her veins. She shouldn't have to be on Tiny Chat being a bunch of weirdo white guys' fetishes and calling herself niggers. You know, so I don't find this whole Doja situation funny. I think it's even bigger than just canceling her. I think the girl needs to really get some help. I think she needs some help. She needs some self-esteem. She needs some self-love. She's accumulated all this fame, money. She has a top song on the Billboard, and she's still not happy within herself. That says a lot. Because like I said, she was just visiting these chats as recently as 2 weeks ago. But you're on the Billboard. You have one of the biggest songs in the country. Everybody's dancing to your song on TikTok. Nicki Minaj jumped on your album. And she's still not happy because she's not happy with what she sees in the mirror, and she's not happy with who she is internally. And for me, I think that's just sad. It's sad all the way around. But y'all, this video is long enough, so I'm going to go ahead and, you know, shut this down. But I want to know y'all's opinions. How do you guys feel about this? I hope you guys enjoyed the breakdown. But how do you guys feel about everything from Lana Del Rey and what she had to say to Doja Cat and all the things that she's done and been accused of, and the fact that they're doing the Doja Cat is over party? Do you believe that she'll be canceled permanently? Do you feel like this is fake outrage? Are you upset about the things that I've revealed in this video with all the stuff that Doja Cat has been involved in, the racism, you know, the rude comments, the way that she's disrespected literally not just black folks, but Asians, Arabs, the LGBT? It's like she has a hatred for everyone. And to me, like I said before, that's the mentality of a KKK, white supremacist, Aryan Nation type person. And it's really sad because she's a person of color, and no matter how much you try, those people are not going to accept you. They don't accept Jewish people, and they definitely don't accept blacks. And the fact that you're both, that's a double strike against you. So you can coon, clown, and do all this goofy stuff on social media for these alt-right people and for these incel people, but at the end of the day, they're never going to take you seriously. So y'all, let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to thumbs up the video, please, because this took a lot of work to put together. Make sure you share it as well. So I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear your thoughts on this whole Doja Cat is over situation. So go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts. All right.